Hello Internet, I am the hero of Julios once again with the One Piece Monster Manual. For this final episode, I will be creating the first monster that I actually thought up for this monster manual. See, the Lapin was just a afterthought because I was reading One Piece and I saw what Kaido did in that battle, and it inspired me to think, what is Dungeons and Dragons without the biggest dragon of them all? So here they are, the stats for Kaido. So Kaido is a huge human, lawful evil, with a ton of HP, a speed of 50 feet because he is just a big guy with big movement. He even has a fly speed when he's in his draconic form. He is super strong, super constitution. He's smart, he's wise, he's charismatic. There is not a bad stat on this guy. I designed Kaido in hopes of him just eating a Tarrasque for lunch. I gave him the same challenge rating as Big Mom, but only because Big Mom has her homies to help her. Kaido by himself is just terrifying. On top of this, I gave him the shape changer ability, similar to how werewolves work in D&D, allowing him to switch between his draconic form and his human form. Now before you can ask, the chapter I put right below here, this is when I made these stats. Anything you know about Kaido after this chapter is irrelevant. Especially what we learned recently about him, because I wanted to make these stats with not with as little knowledge as possible, but I don't want to spoil Wano for people. Wano is still going on, so even the amount that I've put in right now, I'm still trying to word things in a way that don't sound spoilery. So, what else about Kaido makes him terrifying? Well, he has magic resistance. I gave him siege armor. I gave him haki with a very high DC for resisting his Conqueror's haki. He has multi-attack where he can use his frightful presence and make 4 attacks. I believe I wrote down he can make 1 with his bite in his dragon form, 2 with his claws, and 1 with one of his elemental attacks. So in his draconic form, I gave him 3 different attacks. I gave him Boro Breath, where he can just blast a giant beam of fire just like a dragon. He has the ability to call lightning. He can create slashing winds. The storm is his to command, and he is a terrifying beast of power. Now, in his humanoid form, he can hit his opponent with Thunder Bulgura, which, if you fail on the DC saving throw for that, your HP drops to 0. I mean, we saw he took Luffy out in Gear 4th in a single hit. Kaido is not to be messed with, and I wanted this to show that. In addition, he can use his legendary action to just flat out bring back his Boro Breath. Kaido is not afraid of you. You need to be afraid of him. With that, we are done. That was 31 days in a row of just creature after creature of One Piece. And I have, I believe, 50 subscribers as of the recording of this video. I would like to thank those who, found my channel during this month and decided to subscribe. I'd like to thank those who were here before I did this, the people who subscribed because of the Luffy in Dungeons and Dragons, the Zoro in Dungeons and Dragons. I love D&D, I love One Piece, and I'm hoping in 2021 I can continue to combine these two things together. I would like to add some more things throughout. I, posted that video about the Beholder story. I would like to do some other things, maybe something involving Animal Crossing. That's always been something I found very cute. My mom seems to love it a lot. But with that, we bring 2020 to a close. It has been quite the year. But the first video of 2021 should be talking about Chapter 1000, and I have been looking forward to this since I started reading One Piece way back in like 2009, I want to say. So to reflect that, I think it's time to change up my background. So, with that, this is the Hero of Julios, Xing out.